Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream where the FOMC met today and they paused rates. Discussed yesterday there was a 99% chance that was going to happen, and well, I mean, Bitcoin didn't do anything at all, but the index funds, they did sell off, and here they are, the quad screen with all of them, and you know, it's live trading right now, and you're selling off a little bit more. Russell 2000 has made its lowest price confirmed since June 5th or 6th, with everything else being a lot milder. You have the S&P only making its lowest price since August 25th, NASDAQ lowest price since August 28th-ish, and then the Dow Jones futures still higher prices than you saw just yesterday. So that's where we are. Least surprising would be the Russell 2000 that looked just like, what is that, man? Is that a head and shoulders? My God, it sure as heck looks like it, right? Oof, good Lord. But yeah, other things that happened. Well, you had the, I mean, collectively, most things sold off with the index funds, of course, but you had after the market closed, the U.S. yields on these bonds rushed to multi-year highs, highest levels we'd seen since 06, 07. We can look at that. I mean, just one of them, where my alert went off, and I even tweeted about it. Here it is, right? It's your highest daily candle close. Again, since 07. And, you know, just taking out the peak you saw in October of last year and August of this year. What a statement. I mean, there's really just not much resistance till over 5%. So we're talking about technical stuff. That's all we can kind of do here. I mean, we could speculate all day about the unknown. But, I mean, there are peaks from 2003, 4.62, April 2005, November 2005, that was all 4.6+%. And then you can see, I mean, above that, there's like 4.88%, and then the big one's 5%. I think this one goes, yeah, this one goes back to 1993 when it was regarded as a support, which is insane to think about, yeah. But that's where we are. What an uptrend. That is continuing. Not sure if the 1 year did it. Yeah, the 1 year confirmed. Not on price, right? Or not on like intraday price action, but on this is the highest daily candle close on the US 1 year. Since, good God, man, December 19th, 2000. So the 1 year yield, traders are settling at their highest level in about 23 years. That just happened a couple hours ago. And, you know, support resistance was regarded as support, and then higher lows coming in after. That's normally a good price action. I mean, percentage action is not actual price. And this wick right here could be telling of maybe where we're headed next. Yields are going, man. You ready? As here's your US 2-year yields. I mean, not just the highest price, but the highest close. Confirmed since July of 2006, taking out that peak that we had been, you know, looking at in June of 2007. Wow, so 5.28% is that peak. And above that, that's a major level. That's, you know, clearly you can tell what would be kind of next on deck. If the US 2-year yield breaks 5.28%, you're looking at 6.41%. Wow, man. Okay, I mean, we're talking all of them. So I did the 10, the 1, the 2, the 20. Here it is. 20 is the only, yeah, it's one of the only ones not really accelerating beyond more local levels. October 2022 and August 2023. No breakout yet, but I've got my alert set up. You should too. Anything above 4.66% is the breakout. Okay. So again, Bitcoin is fine. All you got to do is survive. The trend is your friend until it's not. The trend is your friend until you're taking, I mean, the sellers are taking the price below 24/7. Everything's good. You broke the supply line. You have not even made a local higher high yet. You got to take out 27.7 and up to 28.2. And then you got 28.8, 30K, 30. There's so much adversity above you. It almost seems like at this point, like, man, how is it going to happen? Like, how is Bitcoin going to take out its previous highs and continue this uptrend to 40K? Because it is 40K above 31K. All right, so we'll check on the others. Oh, we never really look at the Bitcoin to Bitcoin pair. Bitcoin to Bitcoin. All right, the Bitcoin to Bitcoin pairing is trading solidly at 1. Not bad performance. I do declare. All right, let's go do a Ethereum to US dollar. This pesky supply line, kind of in the middle of two major levels, 14, 20, 17, 30. Supply line is proving to be an area where there is at least some supply, where you've spent now 72 hours roughly testing and not breaking it. And that's all we have, right? It's just not at a great level for managing your risk well. Even if it does go higher, it's just not. And whatever. Something did happen. A development did occur today on Ethereum to Bitcoin, which it has made fresh lows and is currently, I mean, just about at its session lows, the lows of the day. Yesterday was the breakdown, where the level from June 29th was I just captured, taken out, and then a follow through today from that bearish breakdown, and you are at your lowest price currently. And it will be the lowest daily candle close since July 15th, 2022. So we're talking about, what, 15-month lows? And we're waiting, and we've been waiting for half an effing year for this. Waiting for 5.5, 5.6 million Satoshis to be tested, because that is the bottom of the Wyckoff distribution schematic, the trading range, you could also call it, the bottom of the trading range. Not there yet, but we'll get there. Based on the way the US dollar pairings look, I mean, yeah, Bitcoin's in an uptrend, confirmed, still highest high and highest low, most recent discernible events. Unfortunately for Ethereum, it's not making its highest high and its highest low, the most recent events on its chart, and this looks abysmal too. And then we can go to the other chart that is the dominance of Bitcoin, and more follow through as the backup phase was concluded with a breakout, then a back test with an engulfing candle, another engulfing candle yesterday, and more follow through today, working on your highest daily candle close since August 16th. And it is a long way up to the next level. 60%. Probably take us 6 months to get there, but whatever. What a trend. Let's stream live. I'm gonna check chat. I don't do that anymore really because it's useless. Okay. All right. Let's go to XRP or maybe BNB. I don't know. We'll go XRP because it's better, superior in every way to BNB, where it's an uptrend. We have in less than 1 hour, if all stays the same or higher, a very significant development on XRP, where it would not just be the price, the buyers taking the price back above the 200-day simple moving average, also taking the price back above the key of key levels. If you look back from history, you understand what it is, not to be discounted. A very real level. It goes back all the way to 2018. I think above this level with true follow through, there's massive upside potential, and that is just price action from history telling us that look at what happens almost every time. If it's a real breakout, a 76-cent target is it. That's the target. Get over it. You're uptrending, you're breaking resistance, you're getting above the 200-day moving average. There was bullish divergence, Larry. There was. And let me show you here. I mean, anytime there's bullish divergence on XRP on the daily, let's just go back to when it was actually visible, discernible, real. You go back to May of 2022, a low, then the lowest low. Well, that ended up turning, and I know you took a long time chopping around, but you never made lower lows, and eventually made yourself, you made your price go to the next resistance. More divergence, a low, then the same low virtually at support, eventually to the next level. And here we are again, undeniably, it's there. You can't argue with it. There was a lower low than the previous low on the candle closes. It happened. So what do you think? If just the rare bullish divergence we get it once every, this was 2022, June of 2022, then November 2022, and here we are in September 2023. I mean, it doesn't happen often. Like we like a whole effing year's gone by just about and haven't seen anything, and now it's here. And it's like, oh, we're just gonna ignore that now. No, the last thing you do is be ignoring XRP right now with this divergence and this breach back above the level. And just, I mean, the fact that these lows, this was pretty close to this low, but it wasn't. It was slightly higher of a low. Those subtle, subtle higher lows, that makes everyone just forget about it. Oh, it's over, whatever, it's the same low. No, it's not. It's a higher low. So there's very subtle forms of accumulation right here. So there's just, there is cause to be optimistic on XRP. Yeah, and that's it. That's an argument, a big one. You want to see something else that's really interesting on XRP's weekly? Look how close we are to a real promised land. Okay, so not just, 4 days, 1 hour, lock and happen. I know it's too early, but we're working on possibly a bullish engulfing candle. But look at the 200-week simple moving average at the highs of the day today. That is what was tested and no higher. All right. Pay attention here, Larry. If you want, whatever, Okay, let's do it. Magic could be in the air for the central bank digital currency coin, the World Economic Forum coin. Klaus Schwab, member Klaus Schwab, George Soros are the composite operators of this. They need it to succeed so they can use this technology to take over the world. So you got to be bullish on it just because of that. All right, let's go to BNB, everyone's favorite joke. Oh, wait, it's not a joke. It's just reality of a coin that When I see BNB, all I see is $40 pizza party soon. That's all I see on this chart. Just a big thing of pizza right here. Pizza party at $40, way lower. So I mean, like, so far, unless something changes in the next couple of days, what is the most recent discernible event? Well, all I can see is I know for a fact there's this level at $219 that is now being rejected once, then now twice with a bearish engulfing candle. Yeah, this is the worst price action you could ever get at an inflection zone. I mean, at this point, it's almost like CZ knows what's coming. I think he knows he can't stop it. He can't keep this propped up forever. And once it breaks, man, I think you're in the final stages. I mean, it's like the fact that you've just got all this divergence, right? And nothing. No bids. None. I mean, like, if you want to consider this bids, you're out of your mind, dude. No bids. Okay? That's like what CZ can do himself. Good work, bro. Keep it propped up enough. I just don't know, like, if this continues I mean, what's going to happen to a lot of these altcoins? It's going to be real bad for them too. Which some of them aren't really having a good day today. I mean, like, for real, dude. Because that is like the theme that's been around. Altcoins trash, losers. They have been, and they have remained losers. Like, for instance, man, like Litecoin just looking at it yesterday. Dude, we might be back above $66. I mean, everything might be, and you're not. And now it's like, yeah, a couple times, and now again, you just failing, bearish engulfing at the level that should have been support, has been support, it's now resistance. And I'm just showing you here, it's like XRP 51, 52 cents or whatever is Litecoin's $66 level. I mean, it's so real. And you could say it's even between like $68, $66, whatever, $2 zone. But there's just so many times where if it is regarded as resistance and fails, the drawdown takes you to $50. If it holds that support, historically, it runs to $84, no problem, almost every single time. So it's just, you had that party. That was our guidelines and our compass for many months, long time. And now it's flipped. Like possibly how Bitcoin has flipped, like, 24/7 to 25,350, that flip to support. Litecoin's flipping to resistance. It's such a crazy market, right? Because this is not the way an asset historically has performed to Bitcoin. These altcoins normally never perform so miserably. But I think we're entering a new paradigm. And the paradigm is the Bitcoin dominance chart, implying Bitcoin's the one, not your loser S-Coin cult joke beanie baby scam. Nah, keep shilling it. It's not going to make things better, but Bitcoin will continue to do better than your S-Coin. Like, oh, hey, bro, I mean, Cardano was going to change the world. No, it's not going to change the world. It's not. This price action, you're sitting at support, the bids are coming in, but the context keeps getting worse. Lower highs, distribution, less than before, but you're back at support. But then Bitcoin has a good day. So like Cardano doesn't just collapse. Okay, yep, that's all you got. On life support, fruit flies. When we go back in cryptos, my tune will change. What does that even mean, man? I'm staring at these assets where there is no demand. The demand is like there were some limit buys set up maybe by some bots. And it's this short-lived every time. Garbage. So just waiting for 15 cents, 12 cents. 15 cents is the next target of the trade setup that's actually still active, if you can even believe it. Posted back in like, I think it was was it in May? Possibly, yeah, it was in May. 2 of the 3 targets hit, but this was the second target right here at 24 cents for a reason, right? Because this stuff can happen, but it's like the trend is still your friend, and it's what? Right? If this was really reversing, you'd gotten way more than this. I mean, this harmonic would have continued. You'd have run up to test and rival previous highs, run up to 89. Nope, none of that. Well below the 200 moving average. Yeah, if new data presented itself, I would take that into consideration. You know, I always will and always do. Like there have been like actual days where it's like, oh, flipping bullish from yesterday, not good. This is very bad. Confirmed bearish breakdown on the daily close. We've broken support. It's done. Oh my God. If there's follow through, it's over. We're going away. And then what happens the next day? Massive bullish and golden candle. Divergence matures. You can really see it. I mean, then back test of that false bearish breakdown. And then all of a sudden, that's enough to say, hey, this might be. But this level right here, it was a potential reversal area. See, that's the thing that people aren't understanding. A lot of these, not a lot, just some of these altcoins completed these harmonics at the end of the year in 2022. And there was a great setup for reversal. There was seller exhaustion, there was bullish divergence, there were type 2 returns on a multitude of assets, right? Trade setups posted. And they performed. They reversed, played out, but performed moderately, average. 1 to 2 of the 3 targets on all of them were achieved. None of them got the 3rd target. Before, you know, that's when the, you know, Operation Choke Point and the, you know, like the government, the U.S. government started cracking, SEC started cracking down on the exchanges, and that kind of killed the liquidity in the market. So how could anything go any higher? And it didn't go any higher. And so that was a good argument almost a year ago. But the fact is, this is all new data, and it's bad. That's really bad. That's like buyers saying, concluding, this was just a midterm thing. It is not, the bottom is not in yet. That's what all this implies. Levels that were historical resistance are being regarded as resistance again. Once, twice, double topping, head and shouldering, and then break down to test the level again. Still a little bit of demand there, but the rally ensued off of that level. And then just another formal bearish back test and the rejection of the 200. And now you're back again. And it's, again, been like over 9 months, going on 10 months. That's why you can't really have much confidence that this support will hold, though, you know, anyone out there could enter now and have a stop loss somewhere below this level. But you shouldn't be given this many opportunities. It shouldn't just be this easy. Like, oh, we could just go long out, but no one's buying. So just look out. This is what duds look like when it's about to dud out and you're about to mark down significantly. Context is important. Supports that were once stronger, more strategic, made more sense. After price action over the course of many months, and then you're back at the levels, the context can dictate the confidence I'm going to have on maybe wanting to take a shot at a low risk area. It's low risk because you can manage well where your stop would be. And it's like, I think there's a high probability your stop loss is going to get triggered soon on something like Cardano. But yeah, leave it to Bitcoin to rally to keep these scam jokes propped up above these levels longer. Sure. Like, we know where they need to go. They all need to get nuked 50+%, almost all of them, because they don't do anything. And all that money that was in those joke scams need to just go into Bitcoin. Let's be real. Come on, dude. ICP. Why is ICP trading at $3? $2.99. Why? Why is this not at $1? It should be. It will be, most likely. Oh, but dude, there's divergence. Okay, have fun with your divergence on a scam that's in a terrible trend. If this thing was flipped over, though, hey, this scam's running, man. It looks almost like U.S. oil, doesn't it? ICP inverted is like U.S. oil. Or not U.S. oil, but the oil stocks, the individual oil stocks like Exxon or Marathon, right? Dang, man. For real, how is this much different than... Was it just XOL? I mean... It's not much different. But yeah, they did... everything pulled back today for the most part. So... Anyway, someone requested Uniswap yesterday, and it's like, I mean, yeah, sure, maybe it holds, but why do you think it's going to hold? There's no confidence. Look, it's diverging, kind of. Like, dude, Class B bullish divergence. But what about the context on the lower highs?
Nice. Thank you, my friend. It's very nice to be watching this live stream with you. Let us enjoy and have a great time together. High five.
Thank you so much, Borat, for the Tangia, man. Thank you, dude. And there they are. They're all the thing. They keep adding stuff every day, and it just had a lot today. Thanks for the reminder to disable all of them. Good God. Okay, I mean, like, it's the same thing with all these cryptos, man. For the most part, they're all jokes. But, you know, I mean, some catching bids today. Like, I mean, Zcash up 1%. Look, dude, I mean, if buyers can, it's all, like, things are going to be, like, yes, could be a confirmation low. Could be a false bearish breakdown. But it's not yet. 2634, 2663 is still being regarded as resistance. You see this level. It needs to be support. It's resistance. So it's hard to trust an asset doing this. Like, you can't take this away and these away until the price does... God. Till it does this. And then maybe even this. Right? It's like there's no hope until... price back above key level from 2019, and that's it. Wait for that. You do this, then all of a sudden it's like, man, accumulation, higher, same lows, and all of a sudden higher lows. Confirmation lows on a nice line. Okay. But until then, good luck. Algo, oh God, man. It's up 2.7%. I mean, dude, it's back above 9.6 cents, which is a real level. Look, I mean, it's right there. There's like crazy. I mean, this is something where if you truly want to, people can take shots on these assets if they want. You just better make sure you understand to have a stop loss set up some more reasonable. I mean, that's cool, dude. It's near a pattern completion zone of a major deep crab. Never hit it, though. I mean, the PRZ, 7.4 cents. But yeah, it's hard to argue with like what it looks like to be is a lot of divergence on that RSI, and it's happening at an all-time low, and the buyers have gotten the price back above it. And in fact, today they didn't just, I mean, they back tested it, held it, and now you're working on your highest daily candle close since August 29th. So there's always hope when the price gets back above a major level, but it's just like, what will the performance be? I mean, chances are what'll happen, it'll rally off the divergence, and you know, Bitcoin rallies 28.8. Oh, it's going to keep going, and then it'll crap out below one of these previous highs, and then make a lower high, and then roll over again, and then maybe later make a lower low. So I'm saying, dude, Bitcoin is holding. It's going to be really tough for these altcoins to capitulate and collapse and crash. It's just going to be. So if you're an S-Coin moon boy, which there are, I know some of y'all are, like, you can rest well knowing Bitcoin's got your back, at least until it falls back below 25,350. I just like the way Bitcoin dominance looks, the way like Bitcoin's been holding up so well, and how the altcoins just have not been holding up well at all. I don't know like why you would be so interested in crypto. You can be interested in so many different things. Is Matt Damon coin holding up? It's still below that level. Yeah, look at, why is Matt Damon coin doing this, man? Look, it's like, here's the all-time low from December 2020, and here we are. Just, what is this price action? It's garbage. I mean, that's like the worst
Algo is bad, very bad. That loser Scaramucci is a supporter. I fired that bum. Get him out of here. The worst.
Thank you, Don, so much for the contribution. You spoke today, I think. Someone said that, you know. Someone said you spoke about something somewhere. Thank you. So you were live streaming with. So Don live streamed. Jerome Powell live streamed. Now I'm live streaming. What a lineup. Okay, I just don't know what to make of this besides how, I mean, if it breaks upward, if I mean, somehow, like, after all this, the buyers just come in and it rallies, I bet you it's because Bitcoin's up 10% in a day. It's the only way Crow's getting it back above 5.5 cents is a Bitcoin having 10% up day. Which, you know, if you just gotta think about what swing lows and swing highs signify and what they represent. And I mean, like, Bitcoin's got a couple of them if you didn't know. I mean, it's got two of them, one low here and here's the second low. But even locally on the 4 hour, here's a low, here's the peak, here's the second low. So it's like you have a confirmation low on the second low, and in itself it is the confirmation low from the first low. It's like the DMX thing, or the GMX thing, right? Yo, dog, I hear you like confirmation lows, so we put a confirmation low within the confirmation low. That's kind of the way it is at this level. Just not much follow through yet, and you may never get the follow through. It's just, you know, again, you can have an optimistic attitude on Bitcoin above these levels. And if it's a confirmation low, that means, like, this. What normally happens is on confirmation lows, real ones, sellers relent. They just give up. We just tried again over the course of months. We just tried again and we failed. Wow. Too many buyers. There's too much demand. I'm done. I'm flipping. A lot of the sellers would just flip to buyers. That's why you have double bottoms. That's why you have dragon patterns, right? Because on that second low, there's seller exhaustion. The sellers see it, and they themselves say, "Forget it. I'm going. You can't beat them. Join them." And that's what a lot of times can cause, like, you know, big C to D waves, the big rallies. Oh, we didn't look at total. Sorry, it's a crime. Against the law to not look at totals. Jonathan, how do you feel about the interest rates pausing today? Is that scary? What do you think, man?
I like totals.
Okay. He likes totals. Still on total, just right holding. I mean, it's just testing the 50-day simple moving average.
I have a good show. But there is no show like the Trump show, the greatest show ever. You can call me Big D Trump. You're hired.
Would you like to take a look at a dumpster fire? Dollar seal.
Thank you, Trump or Don. Thank you. That won the bet too. Hey man, I'm not saying that. I mean, that's been in the game, the showmanship game, a lot longer than me. Let's see here. Seal. Yeah, it's so bad they misspelled it. Thank you, Jack P, for the 20 super chat. First contribution, I think, in a year on the stream. Thank you, dude. All right. I mean, you're safe above 989 billion because it could be a confirmation low, right? In an uptrend could possibly be it, man. You could be okay. Bitcoin's got the weight of the world on its shoulders with this chart, right? Because this is everything, not just Bitcoin. I'm not even that concerned about this. I'm concerned about the Bitcoin chart. And kind of the XRP chart, because XRP is very, very interesting, and that is based on its performance in the price action over the course of a year. There are just almost none. I'm talking 99.8% plus of cryptos don't look like XRP either. They don't. XRP, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Show me the altcoins doing that. How about ENS? Is ENS like that? Well, no, not ENS. Look, man, here we are. It's like, dude, this could be it. I mean, why not go long? Look, there's like divergence here on ENS. Look, that's insane divergence at support, and it's the second low. Why not take a shot, man? So a reason maybe why not to is because the context is miserable. There's someone offloading their ENS over and over and over. And now you're just sitting here for many days. And there's just not much, there's no real demand coming in. And you just got to wonder that happens long enough. I mean, when will the levee break? When levee break? When Led Zeppelin? I don't know, man. Like, right, have your alerts set up. Because, look, this is literally where anyone could go long and have a stop loss above all these little swing lows here and let it ride to $10. And that's the trade. Yes. It'd be like this. I'll just show you. If you got the stones, by all means. No one's going to stop you. It's free market. Look, like that. It's so easy. It's 3 to 1. You're there. It's the confirmation low. You got divergence. By all means. It could very well, I mean, this support will hold if Bitcoin runs to 28.8. It'll hold, but chances are it'll underperform. It probably won't make it to $10. And then when Bitcoin pulls back after hitting 28.8, it will then dump very hard and then test the level again and then break down. But yeah, you got a chance here, man. Like, I'm not saying you don't. This is it. You can do it, go for it. But it's just like, why this over Bit? Why are you going to own ENS over Bitcoin? We were talking about, like, Bitcoin has just a better chart all around. Even XRP, better chart. Way better chart. The trend's your friend. There's no trend being your friend here if you want to go long. Bravery ENS. Oh, there are like any others that are, I mean, let's see. I mean, Shiba's out of support, bro. I mean, look, it's like right here. I mean, this is it again, right? You're back to the entry of the trade setup. But, dude, I mean, like, you know, it's so easy to strategize. Wouldn't one just set up a stop loss below like 688 and let it ride? Actually, not bad. I mean, could take a shot. One could take a shot if they wanted. This is not a bad area. This is an actionable area if one's inclined. Let me get that. You see it? It's the bottom of the trading range. The not tip top, but the bit bot. What? But not a, you know, I mean, you're in a no trend. You're not in a downtrend really, but you did just make your lowest high of the trend you had been in. So it's like, just like I showed you on ENS, one can do this. So easy. It's just a no-brainer in terms of risk management. It's 4 to 3, 4.3 to 1 reward to risk. Playing it like this. It's that easy. I'm not telling you these assets are not at interesting levels. They're at inflection points, make or break points. Probably 4-hour bullish divergence based on looking at this low and this low. I bet you there is. We'll see. The selling was so bad that it actually was bearish convergence. The low to the lower low with freaking lower levels on the RSI. Wow. But it is interesting when you look at the 4-hour to see this price action. I mean, you have a 4-hour spring and a back test of spring so far. So dang, man. I'm convincing myself it's kind of okay again. It just underperformed before. I mean, it went up 40% from the entry of the trade setup based on this, right? This was the first trade setup. It went up to here. And now it's back down at the same level and it's showing promising stuff again. The issue is like, will the buyers be able to get the price to a higher high again? I don't know. Because like, I mean, the trade setup was kind of like the top of the range and never saw it. Okay, I mean, that's it. You have price action that is implying more upside, but assets can imply that it can happen, and it's just miserable performance. Lower highs than the previous local highs, then it rolls over later and comes back to this level, and it's over, right? So, wow. I'm impressed. For real, dude. Hype for Shiba. Alright, just maybe I'm spending too much time here on these cryptos. Give me audio check. We okay? It seems loud on my side. So here's another one that's like at the key level, but it's like no demand. Like another asset that's just, you can take your chance. But dude, it's like you had all these chances and it's still no one wants this crap. This is the whole point of risk management and understanding context, because like the setup was there and it almost hit like a first target, which would be, it virtually did. Like, give me a break, man, right? It didn't test it by like $5, you know, $11,000 asset at the time, right? I mean, that's pretty good. One target, two targets, third target would be the Andromeda Galaxy, but never underperformed. And now you're right back at these levels, and you'd be like, oh, well, it's the weekly. It must be a weekly type 2 return. Yet, if it was a weekly type 2 return, it'd be time. We'd be rallying. Why is it rolling over? Why is it down 2%? Why is it breaking back below this level again? It's like now it's like here or never. Like we're gonna do it or nah, it's not gonna happen. And you're eventually gonna go test like 4K and then 3K. It just win bids. Context is terrible. Dang, man, I don't know if it's gonna be ever be gonna be able to become the cream of the crop, dude. Because it's like the stage is set, but
listen up. The Fed is a mess, a complete mess, Powell. He's clueless. Interest rates are a joke. Inflation's skyrocketing. Can't buy a loaf of bread. If I were in charge, I'd tell him, you're fired. Trust me, I fired better. Remember, I fired Gary Busey.
Thank you, Trump, for the contribution, but no, if I'm telling you, when Jerome Powell's gone, you do not want to see who's next. This dystopic nightmare we're living with tyranny and authoritarianism on the rise, I mean, like, it is going parabolic. You just wait until they bring in one of those psycho Marxist communists and they put that person in charge of the Fed, and they start making the economy and all this about equity and throwing out all those words, right? It's coming, because that's going to be the next person who takes over after Jerome. So you better appreciate Jerome Powell while you can, and because if you think it's bad now, it's going to get worse. Okay, so anyway, let's go to the S&P 500, the spider. And there you go, man. Up thrust, back test, up thrust, bearish and golden candle confirmed. Down 0.16% after hours. So it's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, look, there was a level from history. And I understand what an up thrust and back test of up thrust is. It's price action that happens at inflection points that can help you determine maybe where something might be going next. And so far, it's catch and fall through. The up thrust back test, catch and fall through. Lowest daily candle close since August 24th. And you have a nice target of $420 to $426, which is the next level of inflection. The first, really kind of the first lower high of the uptrend that was ushered in when the bottom got put in October. Only higher highs, really, until September 1st, which makes sense because historically September is a terrible month for stocks and Bitcoin. But Bitcoin's not really having a bad month yet. In fact, I mean, Bitcoin's holding up really well. And, you know, let's knock them out. Dow Jones, and also, you know, down, you know, not as bad. Lowest daily candle close since September 6th. But it looks like you're headed for 33.7 as a level of mystery was tested as resistance locally. It's two highs. And yeah, why not go test the 200 moving average? Even if things were going to pivot later. Underperforming hidden divergence too. Okay, so 33.7 probably. NASDAQ with that same upthrust, back test of upthrust. Catching the follow through, man. All right. Lowest daily candle close since August 24th. And 13K seems like a, why not? Hidden bearish divergence on the upthrust back test. Ooh, look at this. Would you look at that? Falling into the bearish control zone on the NASDAQ's daily RSI for the first time since August 21st. Uh-oh. Okay. And of course, a bearish engulfing candle confirmed. Negative momentum building. Why not 13K? It's reasonable. It makes the most sense. And yes, guess what? Kind of like your same highs, your first lower high of the uptrend of the recovery. First lower high. First level of distribution confirmed with some price action. And then the IWM, the ETF of the Russell 2000. Yeah, not surprised. 170, 173 target. Lowest daily candle close on this index fund since I think June 5th, but very well possibly could be June 1st. That's a head and shoulders. Well, it's playing out like one. Neckline broke a couple days ago. 170, 173. Garbage. Ugh. Okay, there you go. Knocked him out. What was I about to look at? I was about to look at something. What was I about to look at? Oh, the KRE did something in Power Hour. I mean, the very end of Power Hour today, the regional banking ETF. Follow through. Remember what happened? We've been covering this since the breakdown a couple days ago. You had a bearish breakdown confirmed 2 days ago with a candle close below the inflection point from history, 42.83. I'll show you right there. 2014. Yesterday was the formal bearish back test when it was just recently in August. Support, nope, resistance. And then again today, regarded as resistance and then follow through, closing at your lowest price since July 10th. There's a lot of downside potential here on the regional banking ETFs. I mean, the interest rates being with what they're at right now, even a pause is still terrible for them. So, way more downside. Just want to let you know that. XLE concerning here because we had identified that big bearish harmonic. Boy. $886 bearish divergence at an inflection point, pattern completion zone, price reversal zone of that. I mean, so you know it. If things stay as is, it'll underperform, pivot later, maybe at $85, and then we run again. But hard to argue. I mean, it's so real right here. Beautiful. Gartley Bartley with an edge at a key level. Perfect. Jesus chimes. New day. Yeah. XLK, your worst loser of all the sectors. Bearish and golden candle confirmed. Lowest daily candle close since August 18th. Yeah, you just can't. I mean, come on, man. Up thrust, back test of up thrust. Flip it over. What is it? Spring, back test of spring. That is price action that gives you an edge. And my God, it's almost like a whacked out Quasimodo. That's not even Quasimodo. It's perfect shoulders. Just a whacked out neckline. And happening, I mean, that's where you're looking, dude. You're looking for up thrust, back test, up thrust, spring back test of springs at levels like this. You just are, always. So that's some nice follow through, and you think 160 is your next big level? I mean, there's, you know, maybe 163 of the February and March 2022 peaks. Yeah, as they was tested August 18th. Could be tested again. But yeah, the next level is August 2021, 160. Okay, Larry. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, man. Like, wow. Yeah, I mean, just selling across the board, right? Consumer discretionary. Look at this lower high put in, and where was the lower high put in? You just can't make it up. It's an inflection point. It was a breakout, a bullish breakout, and then failure, and then you sell off, and then you attempt to rally, and it's the up thrust back to
another dumpster fire. Chewy when bankruptcy.
Scabble gabble, yeah, man, it's bad, real bad. Chewy just, oof, it's not a good one, man. Yeah, I'm just looking at a couple of, I'm concerned, man. PEJ, which isn't technically like an index or like one of the sectors, but this is what we've been monitoring past few days, and it's, remember, when you are able to identify divergence at a key level and the price action, this happens, that kind of lets you know who has control of this asset or index or whatever at that time, and that right there is virtually invalidating divergence, and it is a confirmed bearish breakdown below a level that is so real I can't be bullish anymore. That is the line in the sand. That is the hill to die on the PEJ. Again, entertainment and leisure. I mean, these casinos, I think 8-10 days straight, they're having these problems with these hackers and all this data, and I don't know how that's going to affect people, but people are gambling at their highest level ever. But here's the thing, it's not just casinos, because you know, you got to travel to get to these casinos, and everything's forward looking. So if oil prices continue to rise, which it seems likely they will, that's going to wreck the economy, including entertainment and leisure, because airplanes now way too expensive. Okay, what cars, trucks, freight, how do you get your food at your casinos when you're gambling? Well, then, you know, they have trucks too, they have freight too. So it's just like, kind of makes sense if you're looking at this as a forward-looking market. Yeah, things about to get real bad. A demand line was back tested as resistance. The party might be over unless it's a false bearish breakdown, which we'll know in the coming days when the price gets back above 39.65 and we can breathe a little easier. But until that happens, hands off. You cannot be bullish on the PEJ below this inflection point. That's a serious breakdown. The lowest daily candle close on the PEJ since May 31st. Yikes. Oof, man, that's bad. Oh, by the way, big shout out to the people who have renewed their membership in the Discords. I'm just gonna run down through them real quick. Chillwave, thank you so much for the freaking 9 months, man. Crypto Sonographer, you're also with the 9 months. Rudolph with the 9 months. Des the Best with the 9 months. Star Scream, thanks for the 8 months. The Mean, thank you for the 8 months. Jezzacoin, thank you for joining the Patreon. Tushar G, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Y'all are all amazing, and without y'all, I mean, whatever, the stream, you know, I only make money from my own trades and crowdsourcing. I don't take money from sponsorships, affiliate marketing, YouTube monetization, none of it, because I don't monetize. So thank y'all. Yeah, I mean, amazing, absolutely incredible. Thank y'all. Oh man, look at this. This is the materials sector. Look at this. I mean, what is this? This is, okay, you put in the highs and then it's like this. All this right here is context. Weakness, lots of weakness in the lower lows. And then the lower highs, then the confirmation of distribution, and now breaking below the 200-day moving average today, right? That happened. Back to 78.67 for another test. And after this, after the confirmation high, you'd think it would probably not hold this time and we would continue. It's bad. Yep. Very, very bad here, boys. Again, materials. Well, financials, let's check on that. My God, dude, you can't even make this up. Bro, that's not really a big... Yes, it is. It's a huge level. Thank you, Peepo, for the note-taking. Yeah, take notes, because what's happening on some of these sector charts is astonishing, telling, illuminating. It was resistance in 2021, then it was support multiple times in 2021, then it became resistance a bunch of times, and then resistance and upthrust, and then a formal bearish backtest, of upthrust, and you are, I mean, your first lower high, you know, in a while. And so this is an optimum shorting area, and then a stop loss just marginally above $35, and you let it ride and continue downward. This is so many failures. How does financials break this? Like, how? In these market conditions, interest rates with what they are, I don't think it's happening, man. You know, in fact, if you looked at it like a right-angled ascending broadening formation, like a massive one, this all right here, all of it is like your potential partial rise, right? Where, like, if buyers are unable to test this demand line again, the upsloping demand line at 37.50, after hitting the bottom of the structure, if the XLF eventually sees $30 again, there is a 70% chance, then it would be a confirmed partial rise, and then there would be a 70% chance to see a major bearish breakdown, and that would make all the sense in the world based on the way everything looks on this chart. So just pay attention. This is an incredible area, and if you flip this chart over, man, how effing amazing would this be for a long right now? Oh, it'd be incredible. It's so easy to manage your risk, right? A stop loss below 35, and you let this thing ride to continue the uptrend. The sellers have tried far too many times, and they failed. And you've already put the bottom in. See? Incredible, man. Oh, God. Love this stuff. Good luck. All right, let's one request, I think, maybe two. Let's knock them out real quick. Really appreciate y'all's contributions. Let's see. Seal, SEEL, based on what he said, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a very good chart for making, oh, God, a trade. Yeah, nothing you can do. Hey, the cool thing is, though, it's down 69% today.
That boy is good.
Nice. Worth it, man. Though it's not actionable or anything, that's a great percentage to be down. If I was going to be down double-digit percentage points, it would be 69% for sure. But yeah, I've been here before, I guess, based on the lines drawn here, and even if I'm going to be nice, adding another one, right, 44 cents or whatever, you're at all-time lows, man. C-lows Therapeutics. Remember, they never make money, ever. They just don't make money. That's most therapeutic companies, biotech companies are like that. And that's why it's tough, man. Like, I don't think I've posted a biotech trade setup since Bluebird that it was a good technical setup, but they don't ever make money. But then, like, oh, an you wake up and then, well, it looks like the trial run of their drug caused cancer. And the asset was down something like this, not 69%, but it was down like 20% plus. I mean, it's just like, what? So it's not even worth it, man. Not even worth it. So 30 pennies, never in human. Hey, you can be one of the first humans in the world to own Seal at 30 pennies. Wow, dude. I'll just take the 30 pennies. I'll just buy XRP. I will take XRP all day over Seal, man. Okay. Thank you, Jack. Let's go to Chewy. Next, last request. Trial run was good, but they ran out of money to get the number of patients needed. Oh, okay. Wow. Sounds like a them problem, right? So here we are on Chewy's, an unstoppable rout of the buyers. They have been devastated. Just when you think it can't get worse, it does. So we could just say today with confidence, it's It can't get any worse, right? All right, never in human history has Chewy had a price or candle close at 1841 until today, and the lowest close ever. And yeah, it doesn't really matter when a bounce happens. This is severely oversold. You got as low as 1487, lowest RSI ever, of course. But yeah, I mean, there's something seriously wrong technically. And the most recent discernible event was, we're looking at all these altcoins, right? Okay, well, the most recent, they've been rejecting their 200 moving averages too, right? Like the crash ends finally, like on all the altcoins in June of last year, Black Saturday. And then this stupid year and a half, 15-month rally occurs. And it's all a loser rally, right? Because all these highs here are lower than the previous highs. You go up and you rival previous highs, but you still make lower highs. And then you sell off again, and you're like, oh, this is a level where we can strategize an entry, right? And it's like, what about the context? What about all the chances buyers took and they failed so many times? They've relented. Now we're back at support. It's like, then you got another bounce, like Cardano. These losers catching bids because there's just some limit orders there. And then what? New information, which is this arrow pointing to the lowest high. And then, and only after then, did the $30 29.60 level break, and then you ran and just capitulated. You literally capitulated through the May 2022 low and the old all-time lows from 2019. Yep, collapse. So I mean, it's just not much different than what I've been talking about all these altcoins, looking at them every day. They just haven't collapsed yet because the macro, which is Bitcoin, is holding up pretty freaking well. Bitcoin's fine. Bitcoin's good. Bitcoin's in dollar cost average until you break in 24/7. Yeah. Okay, there's your Chewy. I wish I could be nicer about it. It's just miserable. You know, if you really want to see it, I don't think you do. I don't even think it makes sense. It might not make sense. No, it doesn't, because the peaks are too perfect. There's no lower high on C. It's not a harmonic. I mean, like, but we can still do fib extensions though. What would be the 1272, Larry? 1272, 1387. That's your first target. So that means there's another. Wow, dude, there's another 24% downside until you even see a Fibonacci node, an extension node. Yikes. Good luck to all the Chewy's people. It's bad, dude. It's real bad. We'll go check out XRP because it did just confirm it. This is a big deal. At least to a degree, it's a big deal, where 51.6 cents was recaptured. The 200-day simple moving average was also recaptured. That is a confirmed breakout with a candle close. A breakout, not these local levels. I'm talking about the main ones that were like that. These levels are where price action will always correlate to after. And that is what you just broke above. So after putting in slightly higher lows than the previous low, previous low. One can manage the risk pretty well right here. And the divergence we discussed earlier in the stream, it is very rare that true, undeniable bullish divergence on the RSI develops. And when it does, though, it eventually turns into major markups. So I don't know, man. That's pretty good argument anyway. So we've been live now for over an hour, and you know, normally that's about where these streams kind of end. It's just because, like, whatever at this point. Late stage live streaming, dude. I've been doing this going on 6 years, you know, and it's like, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at U.S. oil real quick. Crude pulling back. Bearish engulfing candle yesterday, fall through today, and selling off marginally on the new day. So whatever. Whatever's gonna most likely what'll happen is any pullback you get, it's gonna be a higher low than 78.35, and you'll pivot and you'll run again to $100 probably. Okay. Natural gas also, you know, taking on the chin. But I do want to look at gold, because gold was doing something. Dang, it did pull back too, like everything. But man, anything above 1920, pretty amazing. All right, that's incredible above 1920. I hope this holds up, man. I hope this higher low never gets taken out and it's time, you know, to 2075. But yep, it is a completely manipulated, controlled chart, paper gold.
On LSE, lots of data. Thanks.
What's up, G-Dog? Thanks, man. This is absolutely worse than the 2018 bear market. That lasted like a year. Like 1 year. Yeah, we'll look at it right now. Whatever. Thank you, dude. BT Group, London Stock Exchange. All right. Nice engulfing. We've been here, right? The memory of this place. It's a harmonic within a harmonic. Oh, mother of God, dude, right? Crazy. Massive M shape, multi-year M shape. Dude, like 20-year M. No, what is it? 10-year M shape. And then the type 2 return is an M shape within an M shape. It's like a Gartley. But then it's like an M shape, and then the confirmation look. Gosh, dang, man. It's like, it almost reminds me of like Gap or Under Armour, you know? So it's like big if this will perform well. But dang, man, that is incredible. With how it's pivoting here. Maybe some divergence. Yeah, the big level though is 140, right? Big inflection point. Yeah, there it is. 2003, that low. Yeah, I'd like to see it get back above that level. That would be great. My God, though, that is a work of art. Real talk. So, I mean, at this point, like if it's fallen below 113, 112, part ways, it's over. It's a loser. And it's probably going to $73 eventually. But, man, anything above that 112, 111 area, that's someone takes an entry. And and it was at 4% today, so maybe you'll get a pullback in the coming days for a better entry. But if you just go with something like this, you can't get a 3-to-1 on that test. I mean, you gotta like swing for the fences a little bit more and say 3-to-1. I mean, closer to this peak from April 2023. And this might take 6+ months to a year, but I mean, it'd be something like that if you were going to trade the harmonic. Yeah. And you know, your last target could be either A, or you could take it to the next peak at 266. Yeah, it's incredible, man. It really is. Nice job, G-Dog. I know you were the one that brought this up, so I even initially painted all this on my chart. Lean hogs again, baby. Speaking of beautiful, impeccable Jesus harmonics, say no more than HE1 exclamation mark. Highest daily candle close since July 31st, and just insane, man. I mean, just so beautiful. I can't even like. And it's a commodity too, so there's going to be very little effery. I feel confident in much higher prices on hog futures. Gorgeous, man. Seafood futures was up too. Well, not just seafood. Yeah, incredible, man. It's like a Wyckoff accumulation going on while breaking resistance today. Wow. Wow, look at Greg Seafood breaking the old all-time high from 2016 today with a candle close. Very nice. I mean, I guess if you want seafood prices to be lower, you're screwed. But next target, $92, top of this big range here. And who knows how long it could stay range bound. But just you know, the beautiful stuff's already been identified and it's played out. So, yeah, maybe the bottom, seafood. All right, well, just gonna get out of here. I'm getting hungry, and could go back on Bitcoin, look at it, and just understand that it is fine. But, you know, there's adversity. There is a huge mountain to climb. You are at the bottom of the mountain right now. To climb to the top of the mountain would be Bitcoin buyers taking 31K out. No more supply because too much demand. 31K, price above it. That's the top of this mountain I'm talking about. On the way up the mountain, you have the 200-day simple moving average, the previous peak from August 31st, 28.8, 30K, 31K. These are all just parts of the mountain. And you know how it is. It's a very dangerous, arduous journey to climb the top of the mountain, and sometimes it ends in death. So that means that there may not be enough demand from buyers to get to the top of the mountain. But the one piece of solace one could have is what we talked about earlier, the confirmation low. One time, like the trend, not just the trend, but the confirmation low of 25,350 holding, and some divergence. These are causes for optimism. Think we could do it. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for like, self-support. And I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the T. Forgot to mention, yeah, DXY. Highest daily candle close on the DXY since March 8th. It's a big deal. And soon testing the top of a range from January 6th, 105.64. You break that, it's a huge deal. That's like you're headed to 107, 108 after that. So, yep, big development there. Even though there's divergence, it's running. It's been running. Okay. Until next time, respect the TA. Oh, thank you very much. Hey. Oh my god, my computer's been hacked. Oh my god. Oh, thanks for the game, man. Thanks to the good game. GG no re. Alright, bro. Easy.
fast. Stand still. Think fast. Stand still. Think fast. Stand still. Think fast. Stand still.
XRP going to the moon. Yeah.